Yeah, see if they can hear me.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I don't know. I don't know how else to do it.
I don't know either. It worked fine before. Sound. Jason says sound, so that's good. He didn't put a question mark behind it, so I guess that's good. Yay! All right, Kim. Thank you.
There you go.
My son Elliot, say thank you. He's a genius. I am not. Good job, Pablo. All right. You can hear me. Yay. I don't even know what he did, y'all. He just made it happen. Golly, y'all know how hard it is to get this thing started. First, my stream, when I started the first stream, only Jason knew about. I was on the stream, but it had my son's. If I was to comment in the comment section, he was still logged in somehow or another. So I'm going to stream here. This is where we're going to stream at. Yay. Too much light though. Hold on. So now y'all can share. I didn't want to share before. Better, yeah. I'll be right back. So I've decided that we're going to start this chat room. Or we're going to start this chat lights off with my personal announcement from my last video. I'm going to let that play, get my things together, let Sandy out, and then I'm coming right back. But y'all have to hear this in the meantime. Oh, I'm on StreamYard. I miss this. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Let's get it. Screen sharing momentarily. Y'all can still hear me, right? I'm just going to my channel real quick. And then after this broadcast message from your host, the one and only, and we'll continue with the playlist. But I think that, you know how guys, sometimes you shoot a video and then you're like, did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Yeah, I was questioning this video, but I listened to it while we had an intermission. And I think I did pretty darn well. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to screen share it. Y'all can listen to that real quick. Hi, Native. Mike, hi. Kimberly, welcome as always. Kimberly, anytime you want to jump on the panel or anybody else, just let me know. And hold on, I got to do a darn extension for Chrome real quick because my son only uses this for work. I'm going to have to share the extension, add to Chrome. Lord have mercy. They got everything but my damn fingerprint up in here. Where'd it go? Hold on. Oh, seriously? Give me a moment, y'all. Bear with me. It's coming. Add to Chrome. Yes. Add extension. All right. Now we should be good. Again. Damn it. This is too much. Screen sharing. Got it. Feel me? Application window. Oh. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ready for StreamYard? I don't think so. Oh, man. Really? I have to keep logging out of his account every time and go to my own account. Here we go. This is ridiculous. Bear with me. I got this. I got this. I promise you. Monarch just uploaded something. Here we go. Oh, I have commercials. I forgot about I have commercials. Right. Pause. Screen sharing now, you guys. Jeez. You should be able to see me now. Filming. Can y'all see me? This is just the darndest thing. I had to remember all of this. That's good. I got a lot to say. Oh, Kimberly, you really want to jump on? Okay, leave me your email here. And when this video is over, I'll send you the email. All you gotta do is push on the link and you'll be right here. I would love to hear you. I like Kim. And then we can watch your videos while you're up here with me. You'll be like right here, like here or here somewhere. That being said, let's get it. This is me earlier. That'll give me time to get Sandy out again before it starts raining. Can you bring Kimberly on the panel? Yeah. Yeah. Can y'all not hear me again? Y'all can hear me, right? Yes, Kimberly's coming on the panel. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Yes, Jason, you can have snacks a little bit. Can y'all hear me? As I need to know that. Can you hear me now? I just need yes or no. Can you hear me? Thank you. Why did it take Kim to come all the way back for all y'all to tell me that? Let's get it. I'm going to make it big screen. I'm going to hit play. Just listen. In the meantime, Kimberly, get yourself together, girl. Here we go. Let's get it. Oh, duh. No, wait a minute. Got to start over. All right, let's go. I'll be right back. I added some screenshots and it is very enough for everyone who is dealing with this. Description. I left it a couple of videos ago and I don't see too many of you telling me your opinions on your photos. I thought that's just a great idea. You see what I'm about to show you in my eyes. So when I do show you a video tonight during the live stream playback, playlist, I'm sorry, then you'll have an inkling of what I see. It's a madness. I'm trying my best, my damnedest to make sure you guys get it when I show these videos. I don't just show them to, not just 4 channels, but so you can comprehend on my level. I've always not doing this, so you can take advantage of it. And I'm going to leave a link in the rain, Sandy. Albums. Check it out. You'll see your screenshot when you recognize it. It takes a lot of time without a laptop to be able to precisely say whose photo is whose. So just you know who you are to in the playlist. So please take advantage of that. Madden more about a minute actually. It is 5:50 p.m. here on the East Coast, so I'm gonna say 7:30 p.m. East Coast. We're gonna get it. We have a lot to catch up on because I had some things going on yesterday, but everything is great now. So that's what I look see what your playlist. Everybody as well. I mean, everybody. We have to start speaking up for ourselves, people. Especially if you're young and you just became a Skywatcher. It doesn't matter if you do it every day, you're active or not. The fact is that you're going to endure some needs for sick child. You have to sit down with yourself. Yourself. Silly. It's going to take you out. Not complaining. Good experience. Stop judging others who differently than you do. That has to stop. Does that matter who they are genuinely inside? No, it doesn't matter. You love that person for whoever they are and how important they are into your life, no matter how close. I don't believe blood is thicker than water. If one's heavier than the other, that's about it. What are your feelings at? How do you feel about that individual? You don't ever have to believe one's beliefs, but at least acknowledge the fact that they think differently. Let them know that it's okay that they think differently. Don't. I feel shattered. Your sense of a certain word. I don't have a word. Just saying. Use your words carefully. Choose your battles with God, our Creator, Grandfather, Yahweh. Choose that wisely because some of us, sooner than later, there's best left alone. And I tell you this. And I did this because I see a lot of our young people backing off. Between 4 to 7. To pick them back up, get them back on their feet again. So their sides are struck with money the beast, which is technology. Anything that goes through our airwaves is technology. Anything that your child or you for that matter can't wait to get home to see somebody fight it out. Yeah, that's a problem. Spending $400 a ticket for football games is such a problem. And then only get angry. They don't let me go in. After that. It's so much deeper than what we see. Have to start telling people how you feel in a calm, humble manner. There's no reason for anybody to disrespect or think differently of another due to their beliefs. I don't like the color black. Y'all mad at me for that? My favorite number is 111. If you don't like me because of that, or because you've done something with the number and you think that I'm that person, I don't even own a car. You mad at that? You have a Jaguar. This difference is having every type of effect in every way, shape, and form on what's going on around you. What's going on around you is so entertaining that you cannot lift your head up. There's a dramatic change in the climate in a matter of seconds. Mike, we don't leave. Well, the sky and the sun used to be two, both of us combined were different colors back in the day, but we're not supposed to be aware that, we're not supposed to have any kind of fear that the clouds are freaking red. Mike, the reason I don't leave the link in the comment section is because I've been porn bombed twice. And if I put the URL out there, they can easily come in and porn bombing. So I usually work through emails or the back chat in Hangouts. Kim, if you have a Hangouts, that's cool. I'll leave it back there for you. If not, matter of fact, I'll just drop my my email, and then you can just email me, and I'll send you the link right back to you. All you have to do is press on it. Just get it. Keep your hand between your legs, or keep it in the sand, such as an ostrich, and you too will be bottom up, ass out. Scared by the mere size of what you're about to see. Don't run. Ain't no time for running. I know I don't have to run. I'm gonna stand exactly where I am, because running is not. Oh wow, Jason. Staying still in the faith of the Holy Spirit, and in that way. You good? Are you good? Are you gonna stop judging people? Are you good? Are you gonna keep family together under those circumstances? You keep family together, even if the truth hurts. Someone needs to know it. Correct, Native. Can't blame our government for that. Who the hell are you inside? Who are you inside? Stop disrespecting your parents. Parents, stop disrespecting your children. Lovers, stop cheating. Just say, I don't want to be with you anymore. It's over. Stop fighting over food. Stop fighting over clothes. Stop fighting over the name brand of something indefinitely. Kill it with the color skin. The color of somebody's skin. You gotta kill that nonsense. That's so overboard. It's pissing me off. I'm true in everything I do on a daily basis. It's not just by being a conspiracy theorist over 9/11. It goes much deeper than that, you guys. And if y'all ain't seen it yet, then stop with your contradicting. Can I make up a word? Stop with all the contradictory. Just stop it. People between you and your family, but there's a problem. And the problem is lack thereof love. When it comes down to it, you can call it respect. You can call it being gullible. You can depict their ways. But at the bottom of the day, the end of the day, at the bottom of the barrel, you know what it is? Oh, who you are. So find yourself. Love yourself. Don't find yourself by yourself. You don't want to do that. And then be surrounded by people who all have secrets and they all believe craziness. They don't have the guts to tell you anymore. That's not right. I'm doing that. I'm living that. I am that. And I don't want it. You know why? It's my fault for not speaking up long enough. It's my fault for knowing a lie was a lie when I saw it. It's my fault for giving up excuses for other people's actions. It's my fault for raising 4 beautiful, bullheaded kids who I love and adore. My fault that they don't take up for me. You know why? Because I didn't take up for them. I mean, I did. I loved them, respected them. I raised them, clothed them, bathed them, fed them. But what I didn't do is explain myself. And I actually told them to shut up when it was time to shut up and just listen. You know what else I did wrong? I pushed it on them. I pushed all of this. I pushed it on them. And therefore, it's like you can walk a horse to water, you can't make them drink. Well, I tried to make kids drink, and it wasn't true. It wasn't. Oh, crud. You know what I did? The wrong thing. Hold on. Doggone it. I pressed the wrong button. I'm always pushing buttons. I'm still having a battle between my son's link and his Google and my Google. It's just kind of weird. I'm almost finished with that, so hold on. Let's get back to it. Chief Chombo just put up a new one, and he got he did. The river runs through it. Yeah. You check that out. Hold on. All right. We're back. Run out of space. Just turn around now. She's not welcome anymore. Just turn around now. Oh God, there's not welcome anymore. It's not working. Did I just see Jadex in there? I gotta get out of my email. Come back over here. Do the same thing. Hi, Jackie. Nice to have you as always. This is, I have to do so much stuff to do this. Hold on. Screen sharing. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Jackie. It's nice to have you here. All right. Here we go.
It's 5:48 p.m. here, Thursday, November 14th on the East Coast. I'm just going to share this with you guys, and also what I've added, and I hope I can.
Let me speed this up some because we were like, where? Way up here.
Webcam, and yes, she did a fabulous job. She has her intuition. It's
all right. We'll start from here. Hey, Jackie.
I'm true at everything I do on a daily basis. It's not just by being a conspiracy theorist over 9/11. It goes much deeper than that, you guys. And if y'all ain't seen that yet, then stop with your contradictory. I make up a word. Stop with all the contradictory. Just stop it. People get in between you and your family, that there's a problem. And the problem is lack thereof love. When it comes down to it, you can call it respect. You can call it someone being gullible. You can depict their ways. But at the bottom of the day, the end of the day, at the bottom of the barrel, you know what it is? Who you are. So find yourself. Love yourself. Don't find yourself by yourself. You don't want to do that. And then be surrounded by people who all have secrets and they all believe craziness. They don't have the guts to tell you anymore. That's not right. I'm doing that. I'm living that. I am that. And I don't want it. You know why? You know, it's my fault for not speaking up long enough. It's my fault for knowing a lie was a lie when I saw it. It's my fault for giving up excuses for other people's actions. It's my fault for raising 4 beautiful, bullheaded kids who I love and adore. They don't take up for me. You know why? Because I didn't take up for them. I mean, I did. I loved them, respected them. I raised them, clothed them, bathed them, fed them. But what I didn't do was explain myself. And I actually told them to shut up when it was time to shut up and just listen. And you know what else I did wrong? I pushed it on them. I pushed all of this. I pushed it on them. And therefore, it's like you can walk a horse to water, can't make them drink. Well, I tried to make kids drink, and it wasn't. A good thing, but use it wisely. Truth. I don't care what edge of the no, not edge. I'm sorry. I don't care what realm I set the agenda to, because some of our people, family, friends, seem on a different level. You know what? I want to be on that level. If you speak truth, it makes sense to me. The last thing I'm going to do is disrespect you. So all of you are board. Welcome. Let's go over. Keep your heads up, Sky Watchers. I went on a rant. You know why? Because I know the Wi-Fi here at my son's house is super duper. It's just like, I'm taking that long to upload. It's going to be a long one tonight, you guys. I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure, I don't know.
Who is Switch? I don't see Switch in here.
Nameless Kimberly Johnson, I do believe that is. You guys, it's a webcam, and yes, she did a fabulous job. Her intuition is incredible. I'm so glad no one has gotten her way yet, because family and friends do that. Get in your way, and that's just another way. If you have an excuse not to look up or to be embarrassed, and we're going to talk about that word, embarrassed. What the hell does it mean anyway? Okay. 84, 11 likes for her. She's doing well. I do believe from her videos since recovering from pneumonia. ME, this is Chief Strongbow, is one of his channels that he no longer is with We can get on and comment and stuff, but I don't believe he doesn't have it up and running for whatever reason. Jimmy Paul, Carlos Skywatcher, incredible light in here. Incredible light in here. Carlos Skywatcher, again, you guys, this video right here, he clearly says that, please watch before we shut my channel down. That's how deep that is. Dedicated to Color by Beckham Butterbud. That clearly proves fiber optics here. In reference to colorblind. This is how we work. People, we make suggestions. We don't write it off to each other. We look into it. You know why? Because I trust them. They trust us. I mean, I trust everybody. That's my problem too. But another story. In our community, if colorblind referred to Beth that, fiber optics or fiber molecules, whatever the case may be, Beth looked into it and found out it was right. You know what she did? She respected her and she put it out there for the world. She didn't hold it to herself. She shared that truth. That's a chain reaction, guys. And y'all don't start doing this as y'all's, okay. Planet Xers, all you researchers, what are y'all doing for each other? Other than relying on somebody else's footage in order to bring you views. You're waiting on somebody to get the best footage and then they're going to post it, chop it up, or do whatever to get you the views on it. That's not cool, y'all. Your name, it's not your God-given name. This is what your mother, your father, whatever named you. But in God's eyes, you are his child. Yeah. Stand right beside Yeshua. Your name is not Yeshua or Jesus Christ. That's not your name. You're still a child of God, just like he was. So I don't believe that Jesus was God. I'm just believing in the whole Jesus scenario, but I don't believe Jesus, but God, I think actually took his pain away before ever all that sacrifice happened. That's what I have to believe because I know my God wouldn't allow it to happen otherwise. See how I think? I'm different from you and anybody else, but that's what makes me who I am. So everybody in y'all's community, whatever community did, y'all have to start doing the same thing Beth just did. She took her partner, and I'm not going to say partner in crime, partner in spirit, chain, and she ran with it to show us that now I'm like, duh, why did I think of that? That's how we all are. We agree to disagree. You got to do that or you're learning nothing. You're going to be stuck on just agreeing with yourself all the time. There were other people's opinions do not matter. I think that's selfish. My creator is not selfish. My grandfather is not selfish because he created me to tell y'all to stop being selfish. I respect the Beth and Butterbud and everybody else whose name I'm speaking. River runs to him. Boy, y'all don't check out this video. Boy, this is about to be exciting.
This coming up next.
The two of hers, Mr. Butterbird, Dirty Rock. So I'm loving your picks. So awesome. Everybody here doesn't have a hidden agenda. Y'all hear me? They don't have a hidden agenda. We want to share, absorb, learn from it, and move on. That's why I'm past globe, past flat earth, past I am all about APM angelic particle matrix. I'm all about that, but I'm holding that strong, and that's the most detail I've inhaled enough to understand Chief Strong, Woke, Color, Black, Monarch, and such. It's a process. Stop being stuck on stupid, y'all. Stop thinking one thing. If you believe in just that book, then you're not doing what God asked you to do. He didn't ask you to stop at that bishop or stop at that preacher behind that podium. He wants you to do it for yourself. That's why the book is available for each and every one of y'all. You got to read it more than once. Crazy Indians. So every time I've read it, it's just crazy, unrealistic. It makes sense to have a sci-fi ending, damn it. Because you know what? This is exciting. It's a good time to do that.
Kimberly said, let's get it.
This channel right here.
Oh.
Someone probably sent me that link and I just added it anyway. Thanks for all the emails. I may have just added this without knowing, so I don't have his permission. Again, this right here, there's just an inkling look. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I need you to like and subscribe to her channel, please, you guys. My river runs to him. 261 subs. She's probably on the list for this week's small channel.
All right, Kim, I just sent you one back.
Okay. Great channel. Fantastic. Oh, let me go back here. Kimberly, she does the webcam reviewing, and she has an inkling, and she has a different story than I can tell. There are different every viewer, but she it's wonderful what she has even come up with. It's like, you know what? Maybe she don't want to get out there, or maybe she doesn't have it the ability to be able to get out there like the Skywatchers. She, God bless her, but she has a health issue. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But incredible finds on these live feeds, guys. This one in particular is in Mexico, and I can clearly tell you, you can see the aerials, you can see these things coming off of the water, walking onto the beach and manifesting. She proves it. And so, Better Bud, Dirty Rod, and Beth and Better Bud, and Stacy B. You guys, don't slip on Stacy. Don't slip on Stacy B. She has 178 subs. These are the kind of channels that I'm really trying to get to. What? Okay. Anyway, I've talked to her plenty enough, and I'm going to see you guys. Well, since I talked so much, we're just going to say 8 o'clock to be safe, because I still got some comment and Lysol to help me tackle some things. I'll see you guys at 8 p.m. East Coast. I love you. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you soon. Smash that thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Why can't I get you? Okay. Everybody go. Peace up. All right.
And this is what we're about to do. What's up, everybody? I left you the link, Kim. I'm just waiting on you to check in. In the meantime, I'm going to right here. We're going to go to my playlist and start off where we left off. How about that there? And I do believe, Jackie, you're going to enjoy this one. This is this guy runs. Hold on. It's the halo in the nodes. She calls it sundog effect, and all these numbers. I don't know what that means. My river runs to him. This is incredible. Now, if you see the halo like I do, you guys, you already know what you're looking at. This is a fantastic job by her. And I'll let you know when Kim checks in. Let's get it. Did you film it, Jackie? I'm sure you did. Hi, Kim. I see you.
All right, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Hi, Kim. Let me pause the video so we can say hi to everybody. Hi, Kim.
Hi, everybody.
Listen to that voice. How you doing, Kim?
I'm good.
It's so nice to have you here. Everybody in the chat, say hi. I'm gonna let this video play, and then yours is coming up next. I'm gonna let you have it. You can have the panel, and just I'm gonna talk to you first and tell people, same thing you told us. What was it, 5 streams ago, maybe? And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you explain yourself afterwards. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Hi.
All right.
Can you see the chat as well?
No.
Okay, well, I'll let you, if you have another device, you can log in and watch the chat from there. If not, I'll just let you know if anybody's hollering at you. Everybody's saying hello, though, I pretty much think. Jackie says hello. Hodge just stepped in. Let's get it, guys. But,
All right.
Kim, you got to say, let's get it. Can you say that?
Let's get it.
Oh, my God, I love it. I'm going to go back to full screen. Let's get it. I love it. I got to get back here and hit the button. Yeah, that's what I got to do. Let's get it, guys. And this is a river runs to him channel. Check it out, Jackie. Look at that. I'm just going to point that out. I'm not doing anything. Just I want y'all to look at that, and I want y'all to look at this dark spot over there, and I'll tell you what I think it is in a minute.
I saw that this time last year. I saw a tear and I said, "Oh, look at that."
Yeah, she don't talk much. Oh yeah, hold on. You got crap. Here I go. Pushing button. Okay, this is important that y'all watch this one. I'm just gonna let y'all watch it. It's only 2 minutes. Oh crud! Sorry. Yes, Jackie. Yes, Jackie. Yes. Oh, I knew Jackie was gonna get it. Yeah, Jackie does. Jackie says, I have the skies mapped out. Yes, She does. I'm telling you, she's in the UK. She gets all the beautiful angels. I mean, the six-winged angels. She gets all the good stuff. Bad stuff too, but more or less good. Yeah. This is in my photo album, you guys. Mike, are you in the UK too? I'm talking to 5D, aka Mike. Are you in the UK? I didn't know that. All right, so. Okay. Yep. Hold on. I always want to click there, and I know I can't click there. I'm just so foolish sometimes. All right, so let's go back to the playlist. And Jackie, okay, what Jackie does, you guys, is she pretty. Oh, hold on. Let me just end this. Hold on. Yeah, go away. Okay, what Jackie does, you guys, is she watches the. I said Jackie. I mean Kimberly. Kimberly, you and Jackie came in my world at the same time, same day. So my apologies. What Kimberly does, you guys, is she looks at the webcams. We know a lot of people who do that. But what does she do differently than the rest of them? She literally can see the things that we see. She can break them down, like screenshot, break it down. And her story is pretty, I think it's extravagant. I think she sounds a lot like we did back in the day when she would say she saw serpents, and she say that she saw, a kid being eaten by that thereof, or she, back in the day, years ago, before we even did this, you would say that she's crazy, burn her at the stake, do these kind of things. But her story is very relevant now, today, here in 2019, because a lot of us have been through the same thing she's going through. So, Jackie, you can introduce yourself. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do I'm going to get your video ready, but I'm just going to start at the beginning. If you just want to go ahead and start talking, you can go right ahead.
Okay. Well, I never saw anything in my life before a year ago. I was watching a lot of videos about the fire in California in Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it wasn't normal. It's not a wildfire if it doesn't burn trees. And so I was watching a lot of videos. After watching a ton of them, I saw one particular video. There was and there was a girl's outline like burned on the wall of the thing, and I saw her, which was the first thing I ever saw, and dead people everywhere. So that's what started it. Regular old ghost. And I didn't like seeing that, so I went to find something else to look at myself. And a friend of mine had come over to Mexico, and I'd been on a cruise there. And so I was camped of all the cool places that particular cruise, because I'd been there. And I go, what's wrong with the sun? Because I have lupus, so I don't go out. I'm allergic to the sun. So when I went to Mexico, it was life, but it was worth it. Anyway, so I'm looking at the webcams, and I go, what's wrong with the sun? And they're like, what are you talking about? And I go, it looks weird. It doesn't look like the sun. The sun's yellow. That's white. It looks like an arc welder or something. It doesn't look right. And so they were all laughing at me, and I go stomping outside and look at the sun, and I come back and I post on Facebook, what is wrong with the sun? Nobody answers me. I guess everybody thinks I'm crazy. And
yeah, on Facebook, Facebook has nothing. They're so self-absorbed about photos, and I didn't mean to.
Right.
I talk a lot. Go ahead.
I got 1,000 friends. I thought somebody would at least ask me, what are you talking about? Nobody said anything. I go, the sun looks weird. So the first place I saw it was on these webcams in Mexico. And so then I thought, well, maybe it's just there. So I have like 700 webcams now that I watch. And I looked all around the world, and no, the sun was weird everywhere, including in my backyard. So I took some videos here in my house, and my husband had left to go out of town, and we had a tornado here, and it was really, really eerie, bad, scary weather or whatever.
Mhm.
And I was looking out the windows, and stuff was looking back in at me. And that's
Woo, woo, woo.
when I started to freak out, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because I like closed all the blinds, closed all the curtains. I was, terrified to look outside. I felt like I was surrounded. And so my husband comes home, and I'm going to tell him, I think y'all need to get me a padded room. I'm seeing crazy shit. This has never happened to me before.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to work up the courage to tell him, and eating scrambled eggs. And I look down, and there's like a million eyeballs, because back then I was seeing eyeballs in the sky all the time.
Mhm.
And I see a million eyeballs in my eggs, and I blink, and I'm like, they're going to go away, because I don't want to freak out in
I
front
hope
of
so.
myself yet.
Mhm.
They don't go away. And then one of them like rolls up so that, and I didn't know what to do. So I like stabbed the eggs and I said, I'm surrounded by the light of God, and you can't hurt me. And I just ate them. And my husband's looking at me like I've lost my mind. And then I just started crying, and I was like, I'm seeing all kind of crazy stuff.
How did
And
he respond to you then? We're watching your video while you talk. How did he respond to you?
he was just like, bless your heart, it's okay. I mean, he knows that I see it, and he sees some things occasionally when they're really obvious.
Mhm.
But he doesn't see it. He doesn't want to see it. It freaks him out. But I mean, he's sweet to me. If I wake up at 3:00 in the morning, I'm scared to go to the bathroom by myself.
Right, I feel you. I used to be the same way until you realize that. I mean, Jason taught me that you can rebuke these. You can make them leave. What makes
I do that. I have holy oil, and I blessed my phone because I was seeing crazy stuff that was popping up when I was watching the news. I mean, it was like, really bothering me there for a little while. It doesn't anymore. And I sing now. I have a parrot, and me and the parrot sing and dance. And we sing and dance whenever I'm scared, and it makes them go away.
Aw. What's the parrot's name?
His name is Rizzoli Ravioli Squawkadopoulos.
I love it.
That's my
That would
soulmate.
I love it.
He sees them too, and they scare him and make him fly sometimes.
So I take it that this one cam that we're looking at now in Mexico, that's your favorite cam. I tried to get to this one, couldn't do it.
That's when I've seen some of the craziest stuff.
Yeah,
And
me too.
on this particular video, and like I said, this is just a guess because everything I'm doing is a guess. I mean, none of us know, but it looks like there's like water droplets on the camera or something, and you see the lights like blur. And okay,
I'm gonna
I
show
don't think that's what that is.
It's right here. See this here? Hold on. Right here. You see this? I don't know. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
She's talking about this right here, guys. You see this gentleman or lady? What they're gonna do is, as they come off the water, you guys, and I have all of this. And Kim, have you had a chance to go to the Google album that I made for all you guys?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, you need to go. I'm going to show it afterwards anyway. I take all of this, what you've seen, and I break it down in such a format that I'm going to prove everything you're saying is true. See this? What she's talking about here, right here, guys. This came from back here in the water. Now watch it as it manifests toward the camera, and it's the creepiest crap ever. Just watch it. Talking, Kim. Go ahead.
So, anyways, when these, you'll see on the lights where it looks like a drop of water, and they'll like flare up really big. The lights.
Yeah, over here too.
Okay, I have a bunch of videos of that, and I'm convinced that that's whatever these things are coming through, like from their dimension to right there when it does that.
Well, look, I just paused it right there for you.
Because I'm convinced that that's these things passing into our reality.
Yes,
That's
you are
how they
right.
come through.
You're
And
absolutely right.
I have seen them like things come out of them.
Yeah.
That yeah, okay. Well then I don't feel quite as crazy. And
And,
like I
and
said,
you're
I
not.
don't know
And let me tell you
who
something else.
saved my sanity.
Right, but I'm here to help you keep your sanity. And do you know at the mere instant a birth when the sperm enters the egg, the minute of conception, I mean that very second of conception, guess what happens? There's a spark. Inside of our uterus there is a spark. It's
That
like
makes sense.
yeah, and now it makes sense for these guys when they come in. When as soon as they do hit our dimension and they could become a different form of matter, there's a spark. You're absolutely
That
right.
makes sense. There's always lightning and there's
Yep.
always this weird flare thing going on.
Yep.
And I'm a really positive person. I have a great sense of humor. I'm the person everybody comes to for advice, kind of
Mhm.
person. I don't think scary stuff. Nothing scares me. I mean, my friends call me the Clint Eastwood of bitches. I'm like the person you call if you're scared. And so for me to all of a sudden be, that person to the person that's, can't open my blinds because I'm scared, was a big flip. And then everything that I ever believed in my whole life was true
Mm-hmm.
is turned upside down. And it's, I felt like my compass got just, broken. Like I don't know how to explain it any better than that, except that you think you at 50 years old that you know what's right and what's wrong and what's real and what isn't, what's a fact and what's a theory. And at 50 years old, I got my whole world turned upside down that no, everything that you thought you knew might not be true. And everything that you thought was make believe and not true might be, real. And, I live in a little bitty town. There's 934 people in this town. And, it's really country and really, rural, Republican, conservative, Baptist. And there is not a single person on this planet that I can talk to about this stuff.
You know what? You just found you some through via internet. I want to show you something though. You can't see the screen, right?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. Now, something that we do talk about that I've learned from Chief Strongbow is that these areas they end up replicate. They're replicators. Okay. I just want you to have a look. See right here. Okay. Watch my cursor. You see this light that right here? Look at the light. It goes up and down and up, and it goes back over here. Now look at this over here. It's not exactly, but this is very similar. Look. It's very similar to this light, even right down to the end. See this? This is right down here. What I'm telling you is that these lights are replicas. They are making this big a replica of that.
Yes.
Everything that goes on with these guys, you're always going to see a twin thereof. They're always replicating. The trees in all of our videos sometimes look like they're monster faces and all this. That's because they're replicating what they're seeing. And then it goes on and on. The list just continues to go on. You can't stop replicating. And this is how I believe is that how they've been able to manifest into our realm due to sacrifices, blood sacrifices that have gone on for millions of years. I mean, thousands of years.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's another thing. Okay. So like the sacrifice of babies and all that stuff. What started that was I was watching the volcanoes, right?
Uh-huh.
And some of the stuff in the clouds in the volcanoes look like them having sex, and then the whole ritual that I was talking about in the other video about she has the baby and then they eat it, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was researching because I was like, I asked my husband, I said, is it ever, you ever wondered, like we used to think that, tribes who sacrificed babies to volcanoes and stuff, were savages, like where they got that from. Like, that they just woke up one day and said, hey, let's keep the volcano happy, go toss your kid in.
Right. Remember the movie Joe and the Volcano? You ever seen that?
Maybe a million years ago, but I don't really remember it.
It's been about a million years, but that's what you remind me of. Go ahead.
But at any rate, I tried to, research it. Of course, I found out that there's these, legends, myths, whatever you want to call it, about every volcano on the planet. And so I thought, is this just happening at the volcano in Mexico? So I started watching volcanoes around the world. No, it's happening at all of them. And at Old Faithful, the same thing. Any place that has like geothermal, volcanic, whatever activity going on, that's where this stuff is happening. And so I started watching it. I don't know what that has to do with anything else, except that I've noticed that these rituals take place those places always. And on Good Friday before Easter, and this is, nothing to do with politics or whatever, but Mike Pence was visiting Old Faithful, and they had shut down the live stream because of that. And they turned it back on for a little while, and they were like putting up bleachers and stuff like there were. And they, said that the live stream would be interrupted because dignitaries were coming or whatever. And they turned it off, but they turned it back on later that night. And there was, all I could say is what looked to me like satanic rituals going on. And I think a lot of really important people are fully aware of what's going on. And that's why all these places are like national parks and protected or whatever, because they're doing this for a reason. I ain't figured out exactly what that reason is yet, whether it's to just bring more of them over here or bring the big one over, or, how it all works. But that's why I saw this stuff. So it's not just, I'm thinking negative stuff, so I'm seeing negative stuff. I was trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of it all is. And
You've done a great job. You've came a long ways in such a short amount of time. And how I came up with, when you see what I see in the sky, is same as Chief Strongbow and Monarch and Colorblind. There's about and Butterbud and Beth. When you start to recognize these things, I look into mythology, and then mythology, I recognize so many of these guys from mythology. You don't have a clue how the recognition is so clear. It's just clarity for me. But you have to keep your research. Go ahead.
I was just saying, same here. Did you find that all of these legends and mythologies, they're not myths. They're reality. They're just the reality they don't want us to believe anymore.
Absolutely. And what we noticed was Chief Strong. Well, I noticed like 2 years ago that all of these faces that I saw, their mouths were open, correct? So when I got back together, when I started, consuming myself with Chief Strongbow again, I can't believe I'm even a part of his world. He was like that YouTuber for me. He made me feel like I wasn't crazy. He talked about the crafts. He talked about the faces. Anyway, their mouths were always open, and it always looked like they were blowing. Always open. There's something extruding from it. And I used to always say, well, what is it? Like, why are their mouths open and why are they always blowing? Well, it took me back to the Aztecs, to the Mayans, to the Egyptians. And even in the middle of the Mayans calendar, you have that center face that has the tongue out. Medusa's head full of snakes with the tongue out. The Aztecs, several carbons, tongue out. And not the Hopi Indians, but the I can't think of the rest of them, with the red tongue out. Hootie. Why do you say it? What's the name of it? The Hooties? Not Hooties. Jason, don't get me for this. I can't get it. But anyway, their tongues were out and they were always red.
Right. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of the name either. But now, see, I've researched all this stuff because I thought, I know I'm not crazy. Like, there was part of me that was like, give me a padded room. And then the other part of me was like, I know what I'm seeing. I know what I know. And nobody can take that away from me.
That's right. And you're going to have to in that ground. I'm telling you, it's going to get way worse. Can you see my face? It's going to get so much worse. You're about to see all kind of things. But if you relay it to our ancestors, it all makes sense. The tongue was out in this red for blood rituals that were done back then. This is where I stand strong on. My creator did not ask for sacrifice. There was not even a goat sacrifice. Not in the name of my creator. That's just my world. But now, if you just think about the blood sacrifices, when they legalized abortions, that should have been a tell sign for everybody. You know, and all of this is causing the manifestation of Satan above us, not below. He's not down there. He's up here. And listen to this. What if I told you that, no, how do I say this? Do you remember this? Okay, you're 50, I'm 50. Do you remember the hit series Seven Heaven?
Yes.
How about take heed to that? Seven Heaven. There are about 7 of them. I don't know exactly how many, but I know there's more than one. And whenever Satan, I'm not allowed to say Lucifer anymore, but Satan was casted down. He was casted down into the very next heaven below. He's right above us, y'all. Like right. Austin Oz is right above us. Go ahead.
Air, light.
He is the power prince of air. Exactly. He runs the Wi-Fi. He runs the electricity. He is the mark of the beast. That cell phone device, it consumes your brain, people. The majority of you guys are right-handed. I'm left-handed. I'm weird. But this consumes your brain. Mark of the beast, right hand, consumes your brain. That's the mark of the beast, 666. How lazy are we now because of devices? How easy is life now for devices? There's no more prairie days. I wish there were. Prairie days are kind of sexy to me. I mean, it is. I want my man to get up every day and have to go fetch water and have to go hunt for the food and come home and I prepare it. I want to bathe.
So hell come to me.
I want those days. But a long story short is he controls Wi-Fi. Look what Wi-Fi is doing to us. Look at the cell towers. In an instinct, I'm telling you guys, y'all don't think these cell towers can affect y'all any other way than cancer? Bullshit. Sorry, I'm being monetized. Bull crap. I guarantee you that there's going to be some kind of sonic sound that can just hinder all of us and stop us dead in our tracks. Why can't that be? He's the prince of power, the prince of air, whatever he wants to do.
Well,
go ahead.
This is my belief on that. I think all of this is done by frequencies. That they built the pyramids because they could hit the right frequency and lift the bricks up. They didn't need machinery like we've got. They had figured out something we forgot. But there's I don't know if you know what a Tesla tower is. There's a Tesla tower within 20 miles from my house. And there's also the superconducting super collider, which was America's version of CERN, which is less than 10 miles from my house.
Are you serious? Bless your heart.
And I think that's why, I joke that my third eye is on meth and steroids, but I think that's why, because I think that whatever they're pumping out into the air, frequency wise with all this power and 5G and cell towers and all that stuff is, if you're sensitive to it, then I'm getting blasted, because I'm right by where they're doing all that stuff. And like I said, I don't really understand the science of it, but my gut hasn't led me wrong yet.
So do you know if there's a high risk of cancer in your area by any chance?
I haven't checked it out. There's a lot of cancer here.
I said earlier that, you had a health issue. I didn't want to tell everybody what it was, but
I've got lupus. I don't care.
You want to go ahead and tell everybody what it is? Go ahead.
I have lupus. I actually have a lot of health problems. I got ran over by a car when I was 19 months old. So I had like a traumatic brain injury. And then I developed lupus when I was a teenager. But I'm allergic to the sun. So
how old were you when you found out you were allergic to the sun? That reminds me of do you remember a movie? We're both 50. Do you remember the movie Bubble? It was like a kid in a bubble. He had to live in this bubble all his life. Is it like that for you?
No, it's not that bad. But I mean, I'm not supposed to go out in the sun at all without being completely covered. Sunscreen, the works. And I'll break out like a vampire, like a meltdown.
Wow.
When I went on my cruise, my doctor got really mad at me because, I went on a cruise. And I didn't stay covered up. I mean, I wore sunblock and a big hat, but I was like, how many times in my life am I going to get to do this?
Okay. Right. Right. What happened on the cruise?
Nothing. I mean, I did fine. I mean, I was careful, to stay in the shade as much as possible and stuff. But I was like, I never go out in the sun because it's bad for me. And
Right.
but I mean, how many chances am I going to get to go?
Hi, yes. I'm sorry.
See what I'm going to see. So I'm willing to risk it. If I get sick, I get sick. And I break out when I go in the sun, and my skin breaks out. But it's what happens internally that's way more scary. My lupus has attacked my kidneys and my lungs, a couple times. Well, I have breathing issues. But
Can I tell you my thoughts about you? I think that I mean, bless your heart that you are allergic to the sun, but I think you are right where you're supposed to be so you can keep up with these webcams, because let me just show y'all what I've already gotten from her webcam, from her one video, and then you got me watching webcams. I'm telling you, I am not lying. I spent at least 2.5 hours looking for this one webcam that we see here. Couldn't find it, but I found the other one that you was viewing. I went to the hurricane in I don't want to say Italy.
in India,
In India. Went to that hurricane. Just let me show you some photos. I'll be right back. You can continue talking. I'm gonna pull up some photos, but I have to stop screen share in order to do it. But
okay.
my question was, how old were you when you found out you were allergic to the sun, and how did that happen? Did you break out internally and externally, or how old were you and how did it happen?
I didn't know I was allergic at first, and I got a sunburn and got hospitalized for like 10 days. They didn't know what was wrong with me.
Wow.
But I mean, I'm naturally a redhead, so we just thought that I was just like super sun sensitive or whatever. But when I was 5, I got really sick. It was like I had the flu and it wouldn't go away, and that's when they figured out that I had lupus. And then it made sense because I have systemic lupus. There's a kind that only affects your skin where you can't go in the sun. I don't have that kind. I have systemic lupus, so it's all throughout my body, but the sun affects me too. So I stay out of the sun all the time, which is why I guess I didn't notice that the sun wasn't our sun for so long. But when I saw it, I was like, you people see this shit every day. How did y'all not notice that is normal?
And it is. It's just like the laptop. I want to say hi to Yiz in the Chitty Chat. Hi, Yiz. It's good to see you. He's been a friend of mine for a very long time. Your laptops, think about it. Just laptops. They're always, especially for us females, it's sitting in your lap, which means, the radiation that is put on toward us, it doesn't affect, my children directly, but it affects my grandkids.
Right.
You see why I believe in this whole depopulation thing? They're working in so many different ways. It's incredible for us to believe it, and it's hard for us to tell anybody anything different. You just can't tell them, look, that laptop's going to cause you cancer. I remember when they used to talk about cell phones in your ear. It used to be like, what do you mean I can't have a cell phone in my ear? And I used to write them off like, whatever, doesn't matter. What are you talking about? And now I know. Now I completely know how cell phones can cause brain cancer. This is why we use speaker a whole lot. Go ahead, Jack. I keep wanting to call you Jackie. I'm sorry, Kim.
I'm the youngest of 10 kids. And my mom and dad lived at White Sands Proving Ground in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And when my mom and them used to watch them do nuclear tests in lawn chairs while they were, drinking cocktails because the government told them that it wouldn't hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
Every child my mom had after they lived there, which is me and 3 of my sisters, we all have lupus. We've all had Graves' disease. We've all had cancer. I had a cervical cancer and had to have hysterectomy when I was 28. So I'm convinced that, they're doing all kinds of stuff to kill us. But like I said, I'm just too mean to die. So
hey, you're still with us, buddy. You are right here with us, and you ain't going nowhere. You're part of the mod squad now. That's what's up.
okay.
If you're looking, I pulled up just one of your mini screenshots that I'm going to show everybody. In this one particular, let me get back over here. This one in particular, I tried. Okay, what I did is I showed it in different formats of of color and contrast. So if they didn't get one picture, they're going to get the next. But just clearly right here, even right here, I wish I could zoom in. How do I do this? Hold on. This isn't my laptop, so yeah, right here you can see it. Go ahead.
That's what I call the caterpillar thingy. That big black
Right
cloud
here.
thingy. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
where your cursor's at right now, that big black cloud.
Yeah.
That thing has been, that thing is bad, and that thing is what is, it showed up in my bedroom one day. I was taking a picture of the blinds to show my husband that the things were looking at me in the window.
Uh-huh.
And that thing was at the foot of my bed.
Wow. You know what
Yeah.
you're calling, right? You do understand this is a calling, and this is what you're supposed to be doing.
I had a near-death experience, and God told me I had something important to do because I didn't want to come back. And he wouldn't tell me what it was, but apparently I'm thinking this is it.
I think this is it. We're meant to meet. I'm telling you, we meet people in the damnedest places, but YouTube, this is my family. And I have like Yiz, who's in the chat now. He's been with me when I was my first moderator in someone's chat. I mean, I had a YouTube channel, but I wasn't, as adamant about it as I am now. I wasn't passionate about it. I just had it because I knew I was different. But
The only reason mine's there is because I couldn't keep all my videos on my phone. I kept running out of room, so I was just uploading them.
yeah, and you kept a lot of them private, I noticed, until I saw them uploading yesterday. I was like, okay, here she goes. Now there she goes. I'm here to encourage you. I don't care about you shouldn't care about your views. You should just care about, you know what? I did my job. I put it out there, Lord. And if they see it, they're going to see it. I saw it.
That's why I did that Nope Theory video, because I was like, I'm just going to say what I have to say, and either people hear it or they don't. I don't know what else to do.
Heard you. You hear me, my sister? I heard you loud and clear. Trust me. And guys, what she's talking about again is, see this shadow right here. You saw the video for yourself. You didn't see this come upon the water like she and I did. Like this one too. And look, there's so many lightning strikes, but there's a main source right here, and you have another main source up here to the right. Let me flip through some more real quick. Oh, you got some major things going on up in here. I'm telling you. Like if I saw people walking on the beach during this too, and I'm like, they did not see that? How did they not see that big black cloud beside them that looked like it was going to eat them up?
Girl, I'll be screaming at my phone saying, why are you people, do you not see what's right next to you?
Yes. And look at this one. I broke it down in pixels for you. Now look, guys, I can't make this up. She's not making, even these little dudes over here.
She got it where you can see.
He has horns. He has a green face. He looks like a bat, and he has horns right here. But right behind him is his aerial. You see this guy in front of the light? He looks like this guy. And right here, your building. Here's your building with an angle. So is this building angle. You see what I'm going with this? This little guy right here is an aerial. See this guy over here on the building, you guys? Now look at him and then look over here. Do you
Wow.
He's an aerial who is he's making a replication. He's over here. This dude looks just like this dude. You see what I'm saying? Everywhere you see one of these, there's an aerial somewhere. And I get these in my home. My dog, Sandy, she has her own aerial. And if I put my camera on her, the aerial will show itself. It will manifest me another dog.
Wow.
Yes. And now when you believe in aerials and then replicating, then things become easy for you. Now it's easy for me to believe that these things really happen because they're manifested. You know, F with cloning. There is no cloning. They're replicated. Why would you even have a theory about cloning and go through all this process to clone somebody when you can just replicate?
Okay, here's my next crazy theory.
Go ahead.
Okay, so there's some going on down in Antarctica because we can all agree that all these countries wouldn't just agree to share a big continent and not fight over it and not try to drill the oil or any of the other stuff that's there for just absolutely no reason.
Absolutely.
So if I look at pictures down there, I see the craziest stuff period that I've seen anywhere is down there. And I don't know what they're doing down there, but I think all of this stuff, it's like that's where its headquarters are at, kind of. I think that's where it's all coming from. And I think our governments, and I say with an S because all of them, are down there working with this stuff because they're supposedly down there doing all these scientific things or whatever. But if you take your filters to a bunch of pictures, go to any Antarctica like travel video or whatever, and do the same thing, even if you see nothing in the sky. And there's crazy stuff in Antarctica. The only reason I ever did my filters on any of the pictures, because I can see it without them, is just
Me too.
trying to show them to my husband. Trying to make it where everybody else can see it.
We have to realize sometimes I get beside myself too. I promise you, Kim, I get beside myself and I expect the other person to see what I see. And then I have to clarify and be like, hold on, Tammy. They don't see because they don't see what you see. They're not ready.
Right, but I get so mad.
Go ahead.
I'm like trying to draw him a diagram. I'm like, you don't see that outline right there. But, I mean,
hard. And then you get aggravated. I get aggravated. Like, are you sure you don't see it? You know? Damn it! You just still don't see it.
Many argument because I got mad because he couldn't see what I see.
Yeah, well, I used to get angry. I don't get angry anymore. And now I don't even say it. But what I do is I encourage everybody. If I'm outside, look at these pixels. Look at this, people. You see this guy? That's crazy. And again, people, this is water. This is nothing more, nothing less than water. And I didn't do anything but take away some contrast, take away some light, and this is what you get: just pixels everywhere because it shouldn't be there. But it don't look like water, does it? And I didn't do anything extraordinary. And I just want to reiterate: when I alter these photos, I don't add the color. The color is already there. I just add or subtract from that color. Everything I do is not. I don't add color. The color is there. Just got to take away from it. Now on this one right here, Kim, the top up here, this is where the lightning is coming from. That's causing this big right here.
Yep.
Now take a look over here on the building, everybody. See right here, remember that aerial? Look how the aerial has changed. It looks like this, right? Now look at this. Hello? They look alike. Da, 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 da. And this guy is making this guy do that. That's what happens. You can even see, if you look just right here, that's this part. That's the actual cause of the lightning. You can even see it in the aerial.
Yep.
And I know it's hard to believe, people. Hard to believe I'm sitting here telling you this, but I am. Look, again, here it is. And here you go. And this blowing, this right here, this is blowing from here. This right here, where it's foggy, that's blowing from here. And look what come up on your camera, Kim. How you feel? And then you got another one right here and another. They come up to the camera like, ha, 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 look at me.
Yes, that's why my camera that faces me is taped over. Because whenever I very first started seeing these things, they would come up and look at the camera like they could see me. Like they knew that I could see them. And it freaked me out so bad that I would be recording this stuff with my phone like under the coffee table. And what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. I'm doing really bad stuff, but I want to get it, I want to record it. So I had my thing all taped up, and then I would stick my phone under the deal, and I would just check it every once in a while, make sure it was still recording.
I feel you. And see, we can laugh at this now, but I mean, I did the same thing. I feared what still freaks me out to this day, you guys, is if I'm seeing a big eye, which you're about to see one here in just a minute. When I see a big eye in the sky, and it's like a dragon eye or serpent eye, I want to just show you this door. How about this, guys? Come on.
Yep.
This, again, guys, I didn't make this up. I simply added or took away some contrast and added or took away the color that it was already. Look at
Shauna, Are you an artist by any chance?
No. Well, I do interior design, but that's
Then
about,
you're a creative person. See,
yes.
I'm an artist,
Yeah.
and I think that being a really visual person, it makes it easier for us to see them. Maybe.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And I've always wanted to talk to an artist that could really draw, because you know more about colors and depth of colors and the difference thereof. That's why you see it so clearly. I get it now. We all
Yeah,
have a for our calling,
I'm
but yeah, I get it. Go ahead.
an impressionist painter, and the whole point of doing impressionism is that you kind of like squint your eyes and it's blurry. And
Yeah.
so when you paint that way, then when I see the blurry stuff before we do the filters or whatever, I see it perfectly. And
Oh, I
then
do
when I
too.
try to show it to someone else, it's like it doesn't work.
This is why I'm always telling people, if you could walk in my shoes, you'd walk with your eyes closed. I swear. You would walk with your eyes closed because you'd be in fear of everything around. You know what it's like for me to walk by a bush that looks like a face
Yes, ma'am.
and not be able to tell anybody?
And it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, the glider video that I suggested earlier about the bugs and the webs in the sky or whatever,
Mhm.
I was watching that trying to find stuff that wasn't nope-tastic because I was tired of seeing this stuff. And so I went and watched the guy go through caves, and guess what? They're in there. And I watched the guy flying a glider through a storm. Guess what? They're in there. They're in the grass, they're in
Wow.
the trees, they're on every TV show, every news broadcast. I mean, there's nothing I can look at that they're not there.
Yep. You're absolutely
And
right. Now, see, let me ask you this. Are you familiar with the Mandela effect?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm wondering, is it really a Mandela effect? Or check this out, people. I've never brought this up before because I kind of just thought about it. I'm wondering if the Mandela effect is only put in place to throw us off because of people like you and me and Chief and Colorblind and all of us who can see now, but now we're supposed to believe that they actually rewound the past into the future and they changed all these things. No, I believe as of right this minute that it's all seeing eyes for us, because we can. Let me tell you, I went back to some of my videos that I did 3 years ago, and I saw the big eyes. Now I'm seeing the shadows from the same thing that the Mayans and the Aztecs left for us to see. I'm seeing all that, but I didn't see it when I filmed it. When I filmed it, I was only able to see, whatever I was filming. If I pointed it out, that's all I saw. But now I can go back and tell you everything I didn't see then. I see it now. It was always there. I just couldn't see it. So now we're coming from, like, maybe they put that Mandela effect in front of us for us to believe that, oh my God, CERN, the Hydrogen Particle Collider, actually took us back in time and changed shit. I choose not to believe that, because
I don't think it did that, but I think it opened a portal for these things to come through.
oh yeah, it helped thin out the veil. Absolutely. Absolutely. It couldn't have been done without CERN. But then CERN runs off blood sacrifices. To me, dinosaurs never existed. Fossil fuel out the damn window. So what is oil? Well, how are we living off, or how our cars and machines, quote unquote, run off of it? Because it just so happens maybe the blood of the Titans. The Titans are the ones petrified into
Right. In the sound, yes.
exactly. So now it's like, oh, okay. Okay, we're striving off of their blood. It could be that's the only thing in the ground that could manifest such a thing. And just like with these machines above us, you guys, if you believe in these petrified beings that are still stoned to this day, why couldn't these machines be alive at one point or another as well? And now here there are souls that have been, the story that the Bible tells you about Satan and his army. Y'all believe all that? Y'all could believe they can be cast down inside of our earth, but you don't believe that they're just above you in heaven manifesting. And that's another thing. Oh, I'm going to talk about this photo in just a minute. I want you to tell me what you think about this, Kim. If all of you can believe that he's going to pop up one day out of the earth, him and his army is coming to take over. Everybody can believe that story, right? Why? Because it was written in that book. But I'm here to tell you, and so is a handful of us, maybe 2 handful of us, who can tell you that they are manifesting from above. They are manifesting from above every single day, and they have been since day one That's what all the blood rituals were for. Because I used to think like, why so much blood? And I ain't gonna go to no church and drink the Christ the blood of Christ. Why would I do that? I don't want to drink him. You know, it's stupid stuff. It just ends up coming up so much BS that you just want to explode. And now that I know he's above and how he's manifesting and him and his army, the Titans, it makes sense to me. Now I think it's possible. Now I believe. Go ahead, Kim.
That's like, okay, since we're going off on all these tangents and down the rabbit hole.
Yep, this is what we do on China Miss Jones. Go ahead.
I love it. So have you seen the I can't think of the name of it. It's at the Vatican, where the Pope does and stuff. That it's the snake. Have you seen the inside of that cathedral?
Oh, you mean this feathered serpent? Yes, ma'am.
No, I mean it's a. Oh, what is it
Are
called?
you talking about the one that looks like a serpent from the air? From air?
No, I'm talking about it looks like a serpent from the inside.
Yeah, but from the outside as well. Yeah, the one with the windows. It has the two eyes. Yeah, and
Yes.
you seen the throne? He said,
Creepy. What is that thing called? Not statue, but that creepy thing he's got behind him.
Yeah, and guess what? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Chief Strongbow and I have this. We both talk about the same thing. You know what? That's what you see above your sun. If when you get really into it, you're going to notice that. You're going to see right above your sun. It looks just like the Pope's throne.
It does.
That's Jesus coming out of a serpent skin on the throne.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I was just wondering if y'all saw that too, because I see that too. And
I see it.
like I said, I figured all this out by myself without a person to talk
Me
to.
too.
So
Me too. Let me show you.
Let me show you like a little kid that I have someone who doesn't think that I'm batshit crazy.
I got you. I did all this by myself too, up until let's see, I guess about maybe 3 years ago, when almost 3 years ago, when Jason and APM and all of them great people came into my life, and that's when I really started getting it. Like, I got it. And I mean, girl, I cry all the time. I could cry at the drop of a halo, drop of a note, anything up there I cry at. But now I know what makes sense to me. You see the photo you're looking at here?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see this blob thing right in front of the sun?
Yeah, with the face.
Yeah. Let me tell you what. This right here let me show you where this came from. I'm watching a video. Well, hold on. Well, I'll show you in a minute. This is an aerial. This is an aerial that's inside one of them clouds. But you notice the straight lines here too.
Right.
Okay. Remind me to go back and show you that blob and how I got that. This is the original photo of that same aerial you just saw here. That was inside of one of the storms that you captured on that live feed. And here we go. Look at this. The original aerial is right here. You see this guy? Now this guy looks a lot like this guy. Now here, you see this? This is what everybody calls chemtrails. This is what they consider chemtrails. So I used to consider them chemtrails too. But now we know that they took a whole different form once they, I guess, into our atmosphere. They lay a certain way. I don't know. But something turns them into matter. And this is going into this hole. You see this big old hole right here?
Yep.
This is where stuff is blown out. It was a horn. Okay. 7 trumpets are supposed to blow right at the end in Revelations, right? 7 times supposed to warn you of the end of times. What if I told you that those trumpets are these horns? Because if you look back thousands of years, in order for them to blow a trumpet, it would have been a horn.
Right.
Now, these look just like horns that you blow.
Yeah.
Except for they are blowing, but they're blowing matter into our dimension, which is going to make them walk the face of Gaia.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is just a track to help them out. This will become probably a platform. This is why your chemtrails are angling people. They're all angling down so they can ride the ramp. They can ride that ramp right on down. Trust me. Here is another. This is from another webcam. And I think it was Mexico too. Yeah, it was Mexico. Yeah. Whatever that word is, in Beach Hotel. And look, check it out. This was a storm coming over. You inspired me to do this. This is a big eye. This is a big eye. His mouth is right here, but what do you see all of this? He's blowing this dark.
Black stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to call
See,
it.
I could see the black stuff, but I didn't see him.
Yep, here he is. He's right here. And he has two eyes, and his little mouth right here is blowing all of this. And I was corrected by Jason before. I had to stop saying dark matter. I really didn't know what dark matter was. I just know that this is matter being blown, and this is dark. So I'm not saying goo, and I'm not saying dark matter. I'm saying this matter is very dark and is being blown. Not all the good thing. Good is coming out of his mouth. And the same thing here, but this was just before I did that. But again, people, look here. This right here looks like a serpent, doesn't it? And all along, he's there, but no one can see him. It looks like water. It's like we live in a cartoon world. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Exactly.
Let me go through these. I wish all the other people were here. Okay, this is the hurricane that you were talking about. It is Japan. I know I keep saying Japan. Where's the hurricane at again?
India.
India. Okay, well, this is India. I don't know why it's so dark. Okay, well, I did a little altering, but look, this is the hurricane itself, right? How come it looks like the head of something with its mouth open and it is blowing all of this?
Okay, so when the hurricane hit the Bahamas,
Uh-huh.
and it just sat on top of it for days or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to find them, but I had screenshots of the satellite, and it looked like two snakes fighting a ball, like the sun.
Wow.
And then when the thing went over the Bahamas and just sat there, it looked like the ball cracked open and a little baby dragon came out.
Ooh. Yeah, because every storm are created by these machines. These machines have been here all along. There's never been such thing as a cloud. They've been the clouds are just keeping them hidden all these years, all these thousands of years. What do you think you see?
The tornadoes, I have video of tornadoes where I enhanced it or screenshotted it, and you can see giant faces blowing the tornado up.
Yep. Yep.
The tornadoes, I've got ones where it's them shooting lightning out of their mouth, like when it strikes a car.
Yep.
They're doing all
upload those. You should upload those. That would be a great video. Look, what do you think you're looking at here, Kim? This is the actual hurricane that I just screenshot it, and I did what I do best. Look at this. This actually looks like
that is disgusting.
Yeah, this actually looks like flesh.
Yes, it does. But I see hitting the face, red eyes.
Yep. His face right over here.
Yep.
That of a dragon. It looks like a baby dragon, an infant baby dragon, being not before. Yeah.
Yep, he's coming out of the egg with his wings, just like the other one.
Yep. See him being rebirthed, reborn?
Yep, he's cracking out of the egg, just exactly like the other hurricane.
Yep.
That's what the other one looks like.
Yep, you're on point. This is going, I'm not gonna keep you much longer, but this right here is from the River Runs to Him video. Now, I often said about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, Jason, I don't know, that to me, the halo, the surrounding the color, the rainbow of the halo, it looks like the Aurora Bora. There is a serpent eating its own tongue. I'm telling y'all that's what this halo is. and I'm getting it here too. But I mean, it's down here where he's eating his own tail, but right up here is where he's just manifesting. But I also see a bird head, like this is a beak. The beak.
Yes.
And this would be the bird's eye. And all kind of things. But this right here, this is blowing. This over here is blowing. Or breathing. I got to say breathing, not blowing. Breathing. Yep. Same thing here. The nodes, and I hate to say this to all my APM people, but nodes are horns. These horns blow. And I know I found so much clarity in the nodes and the halos. I did. I cried the first time I saw the inverted red hand. I cried the first time I saw this guy. But they're not what we think they are. They are part of the magnificent work that's being done up there. But it's, I don't know. Let me just shut up. Because it's not all good, guys. It's not all bad, but it's not all good either. And yeah, this was the sun. This was shot. Oh, look at this. This was your son, you guys. Anybody want to tell me what that is? That's
Okay, so I have one more weird question.
good.
Have you seen the like war that's going on?
The what now?
And, like I've got another video of it looks like they're fighting like angels and these things that like witches, like Halloween witches on a broom.
I have not seen that video.
I'm gonna send you that video. I'm gonna send it to your email. Put it on really slow and
Okay.
watch it. And screenshot it yourself and see what
Can you
see.
put it? Can you put it in the if you could put it in the comment section, that'd be easier.
Okay, I can do that. Just
Okay,
whichever.
go ahead.
I'll have to go find it.
Okay, I'm gonna let you find it. I'm gonna go ahead and I can't take away from our other people. I'm gonna go ahead and let the next video play, and you go ahead and go find it. I'm interested.
Thank y'all for letting me talk and get all this stuff off my chest. I appreciate it so much.
Oh, that is what we're here for. All of us, whether they're listening today or tomorrow or the next day, somebody's going to hear you. And I'm telling you right straight from my mouth, you are not crazy. It is a process, and this too shall pass. You're no longer be labeled crazy. Before you know it, you're gonna be a genius. You're a genius to me.
All right. Well, thank you, China.
You're welcome. Go ahead and find the video. You don't have to hang up.
All right.
All right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and back to my playlist real quick. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to hear her out. Just like she said, it's just amazing. Overnight, what kind of people can come into your life just to make you okay and make you feel less there of a person who's considered crazy. Because every day I meet these people. I do. And it's through the internet. I guess I can thank you for that, internet. All right, we're going to move on to the next video until she comes back with that. Let me get rid of this one. And playlist is here. And I'm going to go to my phone that's charging and leave a link for the playlist. And I'm going to leave a link for the photos as well. Let's get it. And this one is, we did the walking, talking trees with Chief. We're going to jump to, oh, this is Jimmy Paul, some type of black entity above the light source face. Let's get it. And I'm coming right back. I'm checking the chitty chat too in a moment.
Hello, everyone. I'm on my way to a different place. I don't know if I made the right choice. But here it goes. Hey, I saw lightning.
Sorry, I wasn't back in time. The most impressive storm cells that I ever captured, and this is Colorado. Then I'll be right back. I gotta find a headache pill.
I don't know Behind me. So they predict some bad weather for the interior. And the north is the same. This is another place I need to go. It's a nice place. Okay. Let's just run through a little bit. Oh, holy.
Woo! Yeah, I didn't. Oh, crap. Hold on.
Everyone, this is gonna be for you.
I was just about to say, y'all didn't see them eyes up there, did you? Good. Sorry.
This is one of my best sunsets. So cool. I'm right almost under the cloud, you know. I could have gone to the same place of yesterday, you know, on the top of the hill, but I'm not gonna. So good.
Man, there's so much stuff to see here. This is all blowing right here. All blowing. It's why it's a different color.
Oh. Shit, I hope I have battery too. Hope my dogs are okay. Not on top of my house, so I'm starting to hear dogs barking. It's almost gone. The attention goes to the take some pictures, man, and I don't want to stop recording. Whoa, 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 shit.
Boy, if y'all are watching this, y'all need to be doing some screenshots. I'm telling you, screenshots, it proves everything. Screen shoot it, you guys. Play with it later.
Bad spot. I don't like lightning storm, you know.
Amazing.
It's video already. Oh, another one.
I'm going to do it away from Sandy because Sandy doesn't know.
I really hope you're enjoying this. I am. Please God, don't. Away from this, but I don't need to make zoom,
Yeah, you're right.
Focus, son of a bitch. Sorry about the language. Bem, eu vou falar, I'm sorry, I'm going to speak in Portuguese. Whoa.
Wow.
Vou falar em português caralho. Oh shit. This one scared me. I don't know if I'm going to keep staying this year or not. This one was very close. I'm not feeling right to be here near the.
Oh, bless his heart.
Oh, sorry.
Stop, Sandy.
Ei, não fuja. Impressive. And it's not raining here. That's rain. I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Quiet. Hold on. Here it comes.
Sorry, guys. I just came into my bedroom. All of a sudden, Sandy wants to eat and chew on our bones. So if y'all hear anything in the background, it's just her.
I can hear alarms. Well, I have room on my SD card, but I don't know if I'm gonna have battery. Remembers me the other storm I captured 2 years ago, I believe. I felt it. Sorry.
Can y'all imagine standing in front of this beast? I mean, look at it. I'm going to the chat now.
I need to go home. I hope my dogs are okay.
Aw. I love Carlos. Oh, you can't? What do you mean you can't? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Go on, Sandy. I just read the chat. Jackie says, look at the chat, Trainer. You can't see it. All that time y'all couldn't see? Really? I don't know why it says I'm screen sharing. Hold on. I'm so sorry. They need to have buttons on here so y'all can just blow a button when I'm not looking at the chat. Be like, China. Hold on. Let me go back over here. I'm so sorry. So y'all didn't see any of it? I was just sitting here talking to myself the whole time.